Down for another adventure. This time I got my character to level 40. The Fellstar is back in the building, and here we go at it again. Plenty of stuff to get into. Also, we got the upcoming new expansion, Skyrim. And you know, I'm honestly excited to wait, what do you mean wait for Portal? Waste of my time anyway.
I've got weapons if you've got coal.
A lot of things to think about. There's the Skyrim expansion that's coming soon. I'm interested to see how that plays out. And what I really was thinking, I mean, a lot of people's like, oh, is it gonna be like Skyrim or what, you know, and I think people are gonna have a lot of expectations heading into the new expansion. My problem is that is only like, what are they gonna do for the lore? Elder Scrolls Online has showed, especially with the Elsewhere expansion, that you got a lot of potential here to explore more of the lore, and that's what I think I've been able to use and enjoy this game even more, because you know, since obviously Elder Scrolls Online takes place in the Second Empire, in the second era, you know, of the Empire, you're able to go back and play a lot of the things that were said instead of, and you know, actually live and experience it. And why did this mission tell me to wait for a portal? When I get to it, the portal disappears. Now it just says wait for portal. When I was playing before, I was doing missions, this one guy, this mage came and was like, oh, where did you go? Now I'm here and the portal's nowhere to, you know what, just bump this. I'm just gonna go do something else.
There's an urgent task for you.
What do you mean, wait for you? Enter portal? This is so wow, ESO giving me technical difficulties, it seemed. But you know, I'm really looking forward to the Skyrim expansion. There obviously isn't any announcements yet. I'm personally hoping they bring Talos into the game, because I really want to see how that plays out.
Welcome to the island of Stirk. Representatives from all three alliances are gathering at the meeting place. It's just up ahead, through the rooms.
So right now I'm currently in the storyline where we're bringing all the factions together in hopes to thwart Malik Bal and end the Daedric Prince's chaotic invasion into Tamriel.
I'm told they'll be arriving at the meeting site by portal any moment. After all the bloodshed in Cyrodiil, I fear the leaders won't be quick to trust one another. Perhaps I don't envy you the task. We've already assembled quite a team of experts for the
And speaking of Cyrodiil, you know, I have yet to really play the
lead on.
the PvP multiplayer, like the Cyrodiil. So, and I want to get into that, but you know, that's not really my style.
Two
But
kings and a queen with barely a thimble of patience between them. Reaching
I
a
am definitely
compromise
going to
will
get
be no
into
small
it. I
task,
think after
promise.
once at least I get to level 50. And I figured, you know, by the time you get to level 50, you've
Look,
done all the
it's
regular
Lady
stuff.
Laurent.
But please, don't distract me.
Clumsy fool. Do hurry it up. We're missing everything.
I never weary of your charms, Lady Laurent.
Vanus Galarian as I live and breathe. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I had no idea the summit was to be held on the legendary island of Stirk.
It seemed a fitting choice. It was here that the leaders of the First Era assembled the All-Flags Navy to do battle with the Slow.
I can't wait to see what surprises Molag Val's realm has in store for us.
We are waging war, not embarking on a sightseeing expedition, milady.
Fear not, Vanus. I can take care of myself and my useless lump of a manservant. Stibbons, haven't you finished tying those bags yet? You really are hopeless.
Farewell, milady. We must dash. We're expected at the summit.
I'm honestly surprised how quick I got to this point.
Here's Tellinger, the artificer himself. Must it always take a crisis to pull you away from your toys, Telly?
Vanus, your robes smell of failed experiments and your words of failed wit.
Tell me, Telly, what Dwemer rubbish bit did you crawl out of this week?
You really must learn to respect your betters, old friend.
Do let me know when one happens by, won't you? I don't have the time or the energy, Tellinger, so I'll bid you good day.
Wow.
Captain in charge of security, Alfari, is over there.
Must we really go by these people, each and every one of them?
Captain Alfari, has the island been secured?
Aye. All ships in the area have been diverted away from the island, and the wards are in place.
And the Alliance leaders?
They'll be here any moment. You three should get over there as soon as you can.
Yeah, I would like to, instead of trying to
Thank you, Captain.
see all these bums, I'm trying to get to the point. But yeah, as you can see, I mean, I'm still fairly a noob in this game, quite honestly. Like, I don't know how to get all the super cool armor and weapons, but, you know.
High King Emmerich of the Daggerfall Covenant. Queen Iran of the Old Merry Dominion. Yoren Skald King of the Ebonheart Pact.
We must put aside our differences and work together, or this assault is doomed from the start.
How do we know this isn't a ruse? A clever plan to divert our forces while your armies take the Imperial city.
I thought backstabbing was your favorite tactic, Emmerich.
Please, are you both so arrogant? Your weapons are children's toys compared to the horrors that Molag Bal commands.
I will not wager the future of my people on the word of a snow barbarian and an adolescent female. I fear for Tamriel's future if either of you were to sit upon the ruby throne.
Since when do you care about your people? You never lift a finger except to count your gold.
Please, my lords, this bickering is pointless.
What a waste of time.
Obstinate fools, both of you.
What a mess. Apologies, Vanus, but I'm going to check on my lion guard.
Well, that didn't go smoothly at all.
Intractable fools. Their pride will see us all dead.
We've served as the first line of defense against Molag Bal's invaders, destroying his dark anchors all across Tamriel. Willing and able. But, like the mages did, we are constrained by a non-interference pact. The alliances will only tolerate our presence in their realms if we remain neutral, unless all three alliance leaders consent to it.
Great.
This is going about as well as I expected. Even if we can get them to stop bickering, they'll never agree to send troops to Cold Harbor. That would leave Cyrodiil unprotected. An interesting idea, but they need to stop bickering long enough to consider it. Why don't you visit each of them in their...
Well, this should be interesting. Really? You know, funny thing is, even though I'm part of the Ebonheart Pact because of DLC, I am also an Eye of the Queen. But she doesn't know that here in the storyline.
Stubborn out of spite. He's your king. Is there? What did you have in mind? Perhaps. But we don't know enough about Cold Harbor to fully understand what they'd be up against. Nor do I, but I'll agree to nothing until I've conferred with my advisors. Now go annoy the others. I've had enough for one.
Your Scald King has all the patience of a bull at mating season. This is a negotiating table, not a battle. That's more than I'm getting from them. What?
I don't doubt their commitment or their bravery, but they are few. And Molag Bal's followers are legion.
I'm not convinced, but let me think on it. Something.
This is way too annoying. But, you know, it's the path of war, I guess.
I tried, but these thick-skulled...
What about the war in Syria?
Wizards and mercenaries against the Daedric hordes. Without the Ebonheart Pact, they do not...
It makes some sense after all.
I will support his foolish plan.
Any luck? Or are they... I hope they come to this with very good reason. But the sooner they come to an agreement... Does the... I have an ill feeling about it.
Oh, so what's finally gonna go on?
Arrived. I can't. Caldian, what's happening? Go! Get away from me! Run!
These are the great leaders of Tamria. Pathetic. But how convenient to have them gathered together in one place, so I can crush them like insects.
Stay back, Countess!
The insects fight back. How amusing. And
This is
so very sad. All of Nern shall be mine.
Caldian! Protect the leaders. Defeat Molag minions. Hold the unfaithful.
So it's action time, and what ball came to play today? We have a battle in our hands. Oh my. Let us go. Close the rift, close the rift. I really had to untransform just to change the rift. Ugh, Jesus. But, you know, like I said, another thing that I do like about this game is that from a... Wow, that looks hard to beat. I walked right into that. Mullet balling, playing no games. You know, what I like about it is that in reality is, though this is an MMORPG, the game to me still feels like a single player RPG. Like I said in previous videos, I used to not enjoy Elder Scrolls Online as much because I compared it a lot to Skyrim, and if you compare it to Skyrim, it's not gonna slap as much, because, you know, regular Elder Scrolls games, you can do so much more, but as I became more of a fan of the lore, I was just able to enjoy the game, so I could do more with it now than I could during launch. And with all the missions and all the content this game has, it's just so much to explore and get into. So I'm not gonna run around and say, oh man, this is the greatest game of all time, but you know, I respect what the game has become, and I gotta give ZeniMax their props. But it looks like we're getting closer to fighting off Moloch Ball, and so much work to be done. Oh wow, this guy got like the easiest opponent, an astronaut. But dang, the king was literally, look at that, the king looked like he was about to die. Did we convince these jerk-offs that it's time to come together and put a stop to this?
The god of schemes grows more powerful by the day. Agreed. There's no time to waste. We must take the fight to him. Yes, at the alien well at the center of the island. After that terrible display of power, I don't think... Honored leaders, you have seen the face of our enemy. Moloch Ball threatens every living being in Tamriel. The Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild have agreed to join forces to launch an assault on Cold Harbor.
Trust in us. Sanction our actions. Give us your blessings. We will not let you down.
Thanos is right. The guilds are our best and only choice. Send them to Cold Harbor.
I hate to admit it, but I agree with Emily.
As do I. It appears that much of the distrust between our alliances was sown and nurtured by the god of schemes.
Moloch Ball thrives on deception and chaos. But if you'll forgive me, this alliance war is of your own making.
Countess Akruba, gather the surviving members of both guilds in the Sturk interior. The champion and I will go there now to open the portal.
We'll be right behind you, Vanus.
I really look like a Mortal Kombat character.
Come, champion.
Hey, Queen.
Let's go.
Ow. Yeah, well, you know. We're about to take the fight to Moloch Ball. He's really about to get this work.
Stendar, protect us all.
Blessings of Stendar upon ye. That's what I'm saying, I'm really excited about the Skyrim expansion dropping, and I know they're supposed to announce around January 16th, I believe.
We're as ready as we shall ever. Unfortunately, it's difficult to predict.
Let's just get it over with. I didn't really need the big room. We know what must be done. Let's go in here and put this dude on his behind, and, you know, let's go drink to tell about it. I gotta think that Moloch Bal's probably gotta be even worse than Mehrunes Dagon. They both kinda seem similar to me.
Survived then, have you? Jolly good.
Jolly good. Rotten luck. They arrived in Cold Harbor, but in entirely different locations. Bloody unpredictable. Portals to oblivion. Not to mention Molon Ball's defenses. Nasty. Welcome back to Cold Harbor, old chum. Jolly good. What bridge? Is there a bridge? Tricky things, bridges. Tend to have all kinds of hideous creatures living beneath them. Except that one over there. That one leads to the Hollow City. Dreadfully dull place, and a real eyesore if you ask me, but I suppose it's where you want to start your quest. Quest? What a simply fabulous word. Welcome back to Cold Harbor, old chum. Jolly good to see you. I was afraid. Welcome to the beautiful gardens of Cold Harbor. Do have a look around. Lovely day for it. Soak up the ambiance, the grandeur, the wonder.
Well, a lot of work to be done. And I do not miss the streets of Cold Harbor at all. Look at that. Stuff that's ready to kill you. I ain't playing no games. Why is my armor getting exposed like that? I feel like I'm taking way too much damage than I should. Again, I must be wearing light armor or something. Let me go check out. Put this thing on its behind. Like, why am I so weak? I only got light armor and no, we ain't doing that. Definitely gonna need some more armor at some point. Just running. I probably should just werewolf this place out. But you know. Oh man, I really hate it here. It's like every time I'm in Cold Harbor, it's like I just want to do my business and go. Great, we got ghosts running around. Collect the damn runestone. Yeah, that's not creepy at all.
Very few would dare to enter the Prince of Murder's realm of their own choosing. Your action consists of equal parts bravery and stupidity. You may refer to me as the groundskeeper, one of the few survivors that remain. I tend to this city. The magic that protects these walls, the city's original name no longer matters. Now it is a hollow city, waiting to be filled. A perfect place to begin an assault on Molag Bal. It could be. There is no safer place in Cold Harbor. Watch and listen. While I could explain things to you, it will...
Well, this is getting good at the very least. Oh, hey, there's another player.
Long ago, this city existed in there.
Another player.
It was alive and vibrant, and went by a different name.
I really need to get new clothes.
Its His people were devoted to Prince Meridia, the Radiant One. They lived in peace and assumed themselves safe from any dangers. But Meridia has enemies, such as the despicable Molag Bal. The Prince of Murder sent minions from Cold Harbor to destroy her beloved city. The city's defenders did what they could, but they were no match for Molag Bal's forces. Everyone outside the walls was slaughtered, but the warriors and mages managed to seal the gates to protect those huddled within.
We're just jogging in slow motion through, I guess,
As fortune would have it,
a ghost town.
Ayleid King Lalorian Dinar was visiting the city. A skilled warrior and tactician, he quickly took command of the city's defenses. The Ayleid King single-handedly protected one of the gates. As he fought, he prayed for assistance, and his prayers were answered. Meridia felt compassion for her followers, but she also saw an opportunity. Molag Bal's open portal worked both ways. The time had come to take the battle to Cold Harbor. Meridia warded the city and pushed it into Cold Harbor. The city arrived intact, but many of its inhabitants were either killed or scattered by this realm's protective spells. Even the Ayleid King was captured. Still, Meridia had accomplished the impossible. She stabbed a dagger into Molag Bal's side. A portion of her realm was in his domain, and he could not touch it. The survivors lost faith, however. One by one, they left the safe confines of the city to try to return to Nur. They were foolish, and they paid the price for rejecting Meridia's edicts.
Yeah, Meridia's not so much a hero
Meridia
herself.
foresaw a day when an opportunity would arise. An overconfident Molag Bal. Champions from another plane. On that day, this city would become the focal point for the assault against the Lord of Schemes. I say that the day has finally arrived. The great mage, Vana Scalarian, the Ayleid King, and you, our last best hope. You must gather your allies and bring them here.
Well, I done went 29 minutes into the video. I think I'm gonna cut it here. But I wanted to show off my character. I got him. Last time I was playing as him, I was level 26. Now I'm level 40. Hope to grow some more levels. Hopefully I can get some group stuff done. A lot of things. I'm also, like I said, I'm very excited about the new expansion, what that's going to be about. We're supposed to get an announcement about it January 16th. But this was to give you a little taste of what's going on. I'll definitely have more content in the near future. Also, I'm bringing back WWE 2K for the wrestling fans. I know they should be excited about that. Anyway, this is your boy, the Fell Star. Just Jason32 on Instagram. Holla at your boy when you get a chance.